Well, I thought it was definitely a hard-fought game, especially the first half. I thought both teams were competing at a high level. I thought the difference in the game was the start of the second half. I thought they went on a run, and I want to say probably in the first 5 minutes they outscored us 10-3, and they were able to kind of maintain that 8 to 9 point lead, throughout the rest of the half. We have to do a better job of our start in the second half, of making sure that we're locked in at what we're doing, and make it more difficult for teams. But I thought by and large our guys, gave a competitive effort. I thought we fought, but you give them credit. They executed very well. The top 10 in the nation, and I think they showed, at times why they are that.
You just references, obviously, the beginning of the second half is only a 2-point game at halftime. What did they do, or maybe what did your team not do to kind of enable them to go on that run?
I thought they turned it up defensively. And that led us to dribble the ball way too much on the perimeter, not get penetration, not throw the ball in the post. It kind of disrupted us. And, either they turned us over, which led to their offense, because they're in transition. That was a big part of it. And so we have to do a better job of having poise in those situations, making sure that we move the basketball and search out the shot that we're looking for and not get sped up and trying to take shots because we're rushed.
Coach, they really took advantage of the offensive glass and the second chance points. What made it so difficult to defend that?
One, they're very big. They're very big and they're heavy. We have some guys with some length, but we don't have the same weight that those guys have. So some of the possessions were basically just size, where two guys are connected, and there's just a weight difference in those positions, and they position themselves well on the boards to get the rebound. So we have to do a better job of being physical. We have to do a better job of doing our job early so that guys aren't in position to be able to get those rebounds, which means we need to keep them further out of the paint so they're not right around the basket, because then it just becomes a jumping contest or a size and strength contest. And so if guys have that kind of weight or experience on you, it's better to keep them further away from the basket to try to rebound and letting them get close to the rim.
Coach, you're only down 2 at the half to the number 10 team in the country. What was the message to your team before you guys came back out?
The message was the same: to continue to do what we were doing, but we have to turn it up. We knew they were going to do the same thing to start the second half, and that was our goal, was do the exact same thing they did, except they were able to impose their will and do it more than we were. We had the same, I think, thoughts come out to start the second half with the mindset of, hey, let's get some stops, let's come down and execute our offense very well, and let's start to build from there. Except we weren't able to do that, and they were.
Coach Keyshawn Hall, 9 of his 22 points there midway through the second half. He kept you in position and in good striking distance.
Well, Keyshawn's a very good offensive player. He does a great job, in our system of finding spots to be able to score for us and make plays for us. And so, he's done that pretty much all year. So I expect him to, play kind of the way he played tonight. He kind of is going to give you a little bit of everything. He can make a three, he can get to the basket and finish. He's good in the mid-range. And he's easy to play off of because guys have to give him a lot of attention. So it opens up opportunities for the other players on our team as well.
Hey, Coach. How's it going? You was very comfortable today playing like you over like about 28 minutes, man. Especially as a freshman, man. Do you think he's just keep getting better? He's working hard on his game, day in, day out to work hard for those minutes.
He's earned them. You know me. You get what you earn. I thought he's earned them. I thought he's been, I've been watching how he's been practicing. I've been watching him in the games he's been playing recently, and you can see he's starting to come on. It's kind of like we saw with Mustafa. It was a process. And the same thing with Mikey. It's been a process. So he's earned those opportunities because of his work ethic. He's earned those opportunities because when he gets in the game, the contributions he's making. And so you want to continue to see him grow. And but young man has a lot of talent. Like I said before, we need to continue to develop what he has. And he's going to be a terrific player.
Coach, the losing streak is to 5 games now. Keyshawn Hall recently said that we can't have our heart questioned. Where is the heart and morale of this team currently?
For us, I don't think our heart is going to be questioned from the standpoint of us wanting to win and wanting to compete. I thought we gave a competitive effort tonight. I think they just outplayed us in different stretches of the game. But, we played very competitive basketball. I thought we defended pretty good. I thought, I don't think we always rebounded as well as I would like. But I thought we defended pretty good at times. We made it hard for them. They ended up getting a lot of shots, second, chance opportunities. I think they scored 15 points on second chance shots. So the first, stop defense wasn't bad a lot. It just was, now we got to make sure they don't get another shot at it. So I think in that regard, if we can just keep our mindset set on how do you win games, you win games defensively. The offense is great for the fans and people to see, what you're doing offensively, but you're going to win on the defensive end. And so for us to turn our fortune around, we got to understand that one concept is that if you want to win anything significant, you got to get stops. And we have to get back to getting stops.
Coach Mikey, 14 points. He finds 12 field goal attempts. Talk about his aggressiveness with the basketball tonight.
Well, he's a very confident young player, Mikey. So he's going to be aggressive. He's pretty much in attack mode all the time, making plays for himself or others. That's who he is, and we don't want to hold him back in that area. Now that can help our team. It gives us another added dimension, another guard that's capable of making plays, and so we want to continue to encourage him to do that while we're teaching him, some of the do's and don'ts of the game at this level. But I don't want to hold him back from his aggressiveness. I think that's a plus for us.
Coach, when you see Iowa State coming up on the schedule, what characteristics or traits come to mind from a TJ-led team?
They're going to be tough. They're going to defend at a high level, and they're going to execute offensively very well. They're going to move the basketball. They're going to share it, and that's what you saw. They connected well offensively, and they are very, very tough defensively.
What is J.J. Taylor's status?
J.J.'s status is, he's still out. He could be back for our next game. We'll see. But right now he's out.
And Rokas, obviously, I know he didn't play tonight. I know he was on the bench. Mustafa played almost the entire way. How's Rokas?
Rokas is fine. Mustafa played most of the game
Yeah.
because he's good enough to play out there all the time. So we had him out there playing.
Coach, you talked about Mikey getting more involved in the lineup. You ran 3 small guards for a lot of the game. What kind of was the motivation going into the game, and was that something you saw that you could take advantage of with Iowa State?
Well, I don't mind playing 3 small guards or multiple point guards at the same time. I never worried about that, as long as they're going to compete, as long as they're going to compete on the defensive end. And I thought those guys were competing. So in me playing them, I had no problem. As a matter of fact, when you come down to play offense, when you have them, now you have the ability to maneuver the basketball with more than just one ball handler. Now DJ's not the only one that can maneuver it. Now Mikey can maneuver it, or Juice can maneuver it, or Dior can maneuver it. So I think it actually helps you in some ways, provided, on the defensive end and rebounding end, that they're able to hold their own, and that gives you the confidence to be able to play them together.
Got a rematch with Colorado coming up. It was a really close game last time, defined by physicality. It's the Colorado team that's looking to probably have a strong finish to the end of the season. What do you guys need to do right to make sure that you can take care of business?
I have not seen them because I'm only into one game at a time, so I won't look at Colorado until tonight. And I do know they're well coached. I do know they have talent. They had a terrific preseason. I think they beat Connecticut in the preseason, which is a pretty daggone good program. Has had a lot of success. So I know they're capable of beating anyone. And so for us, the main thing we have to do is come out and make sure we start, looking at what the game plan is going to be, and then execute the game plan when we play them.
All set?
Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys.